why aren't antibiotics just available over the counter? Have you ever wondered that? Like, that ibuprofen's over there, Flonase over there. Like, there's tons of medications that are constantly being added to over the counter where you could just go pick it up yourself and go on about your business without ever having to talk to anyone. But why aren't antibiotics over the counter yet? Because they might be coming. I don't know. But for right now, they're not available over the counter. I'm going to tell you why I believe that they should not be over the counter, and it's probably not the reason that you think. I'm Dr. Leslie McElrath. I'm the owner of Monarch Ideal Care, which is a direct primary care concierge medical practice in Fair Lawn, Ohio. And the reason that antibiotics are not available over the counter is because of the people that would kill themselves completely by accident if we put it over the counter. There are a lot of people that actually know when they are sick, what type of sick they are, and what to do about it, right? Occasionally, I have patients that I've been working with for a couple of years, and when they call me up saying, hey, I need an antibiotic for this strep infection, I know that they actually have a strep infection. They've done everything that they can possibly do on their own, and antibiotics are the appropriate next choice. But there are a ton of people out there that think, oh, I have had a sniffle for 2 days and that means I need an antibiotic. Antibiotics are not a benign thing. They kill off all the bacteria in your system, and some to greater extent than others. But your body plays a very key balancing act in keeping the different types of bacteria at bay. So the good bacteria keep the bad bacteria at bay. But if you take an antibiotic and it kills all the good, but then some of the bad lasts, then that's when you start having problems. You start getting diarrhea and C. diff and toxic megacolon and all these other issues. And the antibiotics are not very specific. So you know that the issue is in your sinuses, but right now at least we don't have an antibiotic that you just squirt up your nose and stays right there. You take it into your bloodstream through your GI system, and then it goes everywhere. So it can kill anything everywhere, thus can cause other issues. So that's why you take an antibiotic for a UTI and then end up with a yeast infection. That's because the bacteria that were helping keep the yeast at bay got killed off with that antibiotic. If we put antibiotics over the counter, we run a greater risk of people that don't actually know what they're doing really injuring themselves. And one of the rules that we have to stand up and say when we first get our short white coat, which is so cute, we're getting to that place where we're going to get a lot more people with short white coats, is first, do no harm. If we put it in the hands of people that don't actually know science, don't actually know their bodies, don't actually know the mechanisms of action of these medications, we can harm a lot of people. And that is why antibiotics are not available over the counter. It's not just because I need you to come in so I can get some money from your insurance company. It's so that I'm making sure that the thing that I'm providing you is actually the thing that's going to help. Because certain infections require certain antibiotics. They're not one size fits all. And so if you take the time to, instead of telling your doctor, hey, I need this thing, unless you have a relationship with them like I do with my patients, some of them can do that. Some of them I still ask them, all right, talk me through this. But if you take the time to talk your doctor through the symptoms that you have, the things that you've tried, and why you think you need this sort of treatment, then that gives them an opportunity to educate you so that next time you actually will be right when you say that you need something. And that makes the system move that much faster. Antibiotics aren't over the counter because you don't really know what you're doing. But if you work with your doctor, you can learn.